Still not running. We beat 4 teams that was ranked. We beat Alabama. We lost to BYU. We beat Ohio. We beat Virginia that wasn't ranked. And then we just beat Miami. Still not running. They don't have no love for FSU in real life or on the game. But thank you for tuning in with me. Let's rock.
Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked up. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. using his legs. It's Reed. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to escape and get it himself. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Got his man. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it to him on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Rides the back on the option, the give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Hit right back to the line.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To the air, it's Holstein. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right.
Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. That's caught. It's Pittman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got it set up on the outside. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Caught, close to the marker, it's McCoy. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. It's a running room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reed. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw it. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on first and 10. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Crosses midfield. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's McCoy. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Panthers take it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. The short hands, it's Reed. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Pitt pushing the pace. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to keep a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And the Panthers, buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Lee.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Running back searching for a hole. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Hit right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. He takes it at the 45. Makes the tackle. Really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. To throw, it's Castellanos. Got a man, it's Blackwell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Pittman. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. defense so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. To the air, it's Holstein. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt pushing the pace.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reed. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control. There he goes! Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, Noles! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 31 over Northwestern. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Tight end finds a soft spot. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fakes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We got to get ranked. I don't understand why they're not ranking us, bro. So like this way. We finally ranked 23. Are you kidding me, bro? So that means Clemson lost to Boston College? Oh, SMU. Oh, they play SMU. It's going to be a good game. Gators still in, oh, yeah, they still in the back. They lost to Texas. Ohio is number 8. But guess what? I only lost against what? Florida State. Miami 24. Georgia lost. Well, we finally ranked, fellas.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense will go on the attack first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
The RPO, it's complete. Still running at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Doyle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Using his legs to serve it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Give to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. They'll run the screen. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Webster. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Beck's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Running to Green. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run play action. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Cardinal! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Finds his man, it's Pittman. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Makes the grab. It's McCoy. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Hauls it in. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Doyle. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Irvin. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This is coaching.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Gonna swing it on second down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. This time they'll go to the running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Blackwell. Powers through. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
A little screen to the running back. Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Caught over the middle. It's Doyle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Irvin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 47 on to kick it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Webster. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. He's looking to pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. On the move. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Doyle. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Got it in the middle, it's Webster. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the... He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it. And he He's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Webster. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Rush is on him. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass.
Oh, a lot of space. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
On target to the left. Touchdown Seminoles! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
My God, boy, my heart was on the end. I was scared, thought we was going to lose that one. But I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch. You have a good one.